left for college and went to university in Washington, D.C. at the George Washington University. I studied child psychology and loved Washington, D.C., but was very excited to move back to California when I graduated. I love San Francisco. I hope you all come and visit someday. The main reason I wanted to come back to San Francisco was because my family is there. I am very, very close to my family. My dad and I at a baseball game. I love baseball. And I have a younger brother and sister as well. My sister Jackie is at university in Philadelphia at the University of Pennsylvania, studying to be a nurse. And my brother is going to be a first year at McAllister College in Minnesota this fall. But I am very hopeful that they will both come back to San Francisco like their big sister after they are done. My work. Service above self, the Rotary motto, is very important to me. And even before I knew about Rotary and joined Rotary, that was something very important to me. I work for an education nonprofit organization that is trying to close the education gap in the United States by helping make sure that all students in the U.S. have access to a quality education. I also work with a nonprofit called City of Dreams. It's a mentorship program, and for the past 2 years I've worked with Marjari. She's 12 now, and we are very, very close. Today I visited Cidade dos Meninos, and it was amazing, and this is why I was so excited to come to Campinas, because the work that they are doing there is what I do at home and I'm very passionate about, and it was so wonderful to visit there and meet everyone who works there and meet the kids, and they were so happy and friendly, and I was very lucky, so thank you for hosting us. I also do a lot of work with Glide, which was founded by Cecil Williams, and he does a lot of work to alleviate and help the homeless population in San Francisco. So my life and my work is very much service above self, and I love that I have found other people around the world who feel the same way. My favorite activities besides work, I love hiking and being outside. I love skiing and sports in general, wakeboarding in the summer. I also love to travel. This was in Philadelphia at the Liberty Bell when I visited my sister. This picture is in Budapest with a friend when we went traveling after college. And this is my brother and sister and I on a family vacation in Hawaii. Thank you so much for hosting us. I am so glad to be here. And I'm very excited to introduce my teammates, Jennifer. I am one of 4 girls, and I always felt bad for my father living in a house of 5 women. My father's Jamaican, so we traveled very early on, and this is something that I'm instilling in my son. He is 3 years old, and he had many stamps on his passport. And this is a picture of my family in Puerto Rico last year for Thanksgiving. And these are pictures of my family, my husband and my son. I attended Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and while I was there, I struggled with my career choice, and my father, who is a plumber, told me, if you don't know what you want to do, I'm going to teach you how to be a plumber. And I said, that will never fly, I will never be a plumber. And the first job I got out of college was at a construction company. and that's how I met my husband. We built the restaurant that he managed. So my husband and I are risk takers, and we decided on a dare to move to California in 2006. And I currently work as a senior project manager at Cushman & Wakefield. I do construction, and I manage the construction of major systems for a utility company. I work in several facets of construction. I've done tenant and retail, education and government, and I attended the Catholic University of America, where I received my Master's of Science in Engineering Construction Management. I'm currently pursuing a leadership in energy and environmental design certification. So there are also activities I like to do outside of work, including volunteering. I'm a member of a sorority, also been a board member for several different boards, and I also enjoy my leisure activities, golf. I love to play poker, reading, and baking. While I'm here, my #1 goal is to work on green building and find out how you do things here and how I can take that back with me to the United States. I know that you all are working on turning concrete jungle into greener environments by building parks. You're also looking into different modes of transportation, which is very important to people in San Francisco for us to get around. And we also have many bicycle routes in San Francisco because a lot of people travel to work that way. And I know that's something you're working on. So I'm very, very excited to be here and work on those things. Obrigada. And now my teammate Stephanie.
My team members, and I'm currently the local service chair for my club. I've always had a passion for art and home design, so I decided to pursue a career at Pottery Barn Teen, or PB Teen, which is a large home furnishings company in San Francisco, and I manage the lighting and furniture product assortment online. Here are some photos. There's many benefits to my job. It's strategic and artistic, it's fast-paced, it's always changing. And we recently expanded internationally, and we ship to over 75 countries, including Brazil. So that's very exciting. I have many goals about this whole trip. Some of them are to learn about how business strategies and culture influence e-commerce in Campinas, Brazil's Silicon Valley. I'm also looking to expand my understanding of Brazil and its culture and diverse population, learning about Brazilians' vibrant style and home design, fostering new friendships, and taking these experiences back home. So I urge your continued support for this fantastic exchange program, and thank you very much. Obrigada. And now I will introduce my other team member, Matthew Edwards.
Boa noite. Meu nome é Matthew. Sou de uma cidade pequena. Eu moro em uma cidade pequena perto de São Francisco. E muito obrigado a meu host, Alfonso, e Tecuo, de Rotary de Campinas Sur. I came to America at age 7 and grew up near Washington, D.C. Todas cerca de Washington, D.C. in our lives. Fui à University of Virginia and agora moro in California, perto de San Francisco. This is a picture of the place I live. The Golden Gate Bridge, muy famoso, and Rotary de San Rafael Arbor, which is my club in California. In el trabajo, I have a background in sistemas financieros, and internet banking, doing payments, electronic payments, payments online and internet. And in 2002 fundó un ONG, que it builds community networks, redes comunitarias, it creates that. And I work now on a project called Urban Village Project, which works with apartment complexes and how money is being invested in community to create more vibrant, healthy communities. Eso it talks about my work, mi trabajo. Cada persona es parte de tres círculos. Family and friends. Let's do this one in Portuguese. Familia y amigos y la comunidad local y el mercado global. Y todos los tres son muy diferentes in the dynamics, the way that the three circles operate is completely different. And you need to have strong, all three need to be strong. And many people, that middle one is missing altogether. Sí, por muchas personas, especialmente in America, they have very small family. The families are very spread out across space. And so we are working to create those middle circle and have them be more, more strong, so people can have more life support. Nuestros lugares tienen mucho en común. San Francisco and Campinas. Campinas is known as the Silicon Valley of Brazil, and San Francisco, high tech, alta tecnología, is very strong. También população progressiva and consciência social, consciência ambiental y inovação en las universidades and negocios emergentes. Ok. Muito obrigado e vale.
Obrigado por todos. We look forward to meeting you and to learning about Brasil. Obrigado.